In this question, we are given that a and b are integers. Now, since this is a DS question, we can do some pre-analysis, but let's write down all the information that is given in the question as we read it. So a and b, they are integers, okay, and we don't know, they can be positive, they can be 0, one of them can be negative, okay. So the question asks us is if a to the power 5 is less than 4 to the power b. Okay, so to be able to answer the question with a yes or no, that yes, a to the power 5 is less than 4 to the power b, or a to the power 5 is not less than 4 to the power b, what should we know? Okay, what information should we be on the lookout for? So we either need the value of a and b both. Okay, the second thing would be to understand the nature. Okay, so the nature of a, because if a is negative and the number on the right hand side of the inequality will always be positive, so in that case also the statement would suffice. Okay, so let's move on to step 2 and analyze statement 1. Statement 1 tells me that a cube is equal to minus 27. Now how can we derive any inferences from this? Since the cube of any number is negative, okay, so if a cube is negative, this would imply that the original value of a, that is also negative, right? So I can write a cube as minus 3 cube, and this would give me the value of a, which is minus 3. Now if I plug this back into the given inequality, which I have to verify, I have minus 3 to the power 5 is less than 4 to the power b. I have to check this, keep in mind. This will give me, I can take out the minus sign outside because it's an odd power here. So I will get minus 3 to the power 5 less than 4 to the power b. Now b is an integer, correct? So b can be negative, b can also be 0, and b can also be positive. But notice in all these cases, this b, the value of 4 to the power b will always be positive. Okay, it will always be greater than 0. So since the left hand side will always be negative and the right hand side will always be positive, I can sufficiently answer the question that a to the power 5 is less than 4 to the power b using statement 1. Okay, so with this I can answer the question with a definite yes. So statement 1 is sufficient, and out of the given options I can eliminate answer options B, C and E. Okay, so now let's move on to statement 2. Statement 2 tells me that b squared equals 16. Now if I take everything to one side, I get b squared minus 16 equals to 0. And like I mentioned, this identity, the difference of squares, is something that GMAT loves to test you on. Okay, so as soon as you realize that okay, 16 is a square of 4, b is also raised to an even power, and there's a negative sign here, it should click that you have to use the difference of squares. So let me write this in this form, and then you get b plus 4, b minus 4 equals 0, and this gives you two values of b. Now if you look at the question stem, we have to check if a to the power 5 is less than 4 to the power b. So if b is equal to minus 4, so this is the first case, a to the power 5 will be less than 4 to the power minus 4. But we do not know about the nature of a, right? A can be positive. If a is positive, then this may or may not hold. If a is negative, then this holds. So we are getting two contradictory answers. Okay, now even if I check for the other one, b equals 4, I will still have a to the power 5 less than 4 to the power 4. The same reasons. We can answer the question with a definite yes, we can answer the question with a definite no. So two different cases. Even after we combine the two cases, we will get the same answer. From one case we could get a yes, from the other case we could get a no. And I'm not going to go explore which values will satisfy, for which value can I answer the question with a yes, can I answer the question with a no, because it is clearly visible from here that you will be getting two answers, since the nature of a here is not known to us. So statement 2 is not sufficient, and so the correct answer is answer option A.